Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy Bosun Tijani says 50% increase by telecommunications companies is due to inflation and rising operation costs. Tijani disclosed this at the 2025 budget defense session by Joint House of Representatives and Senate Committee on Communication. Linda Ike reports that he says the decision is to broaden the nation's economic pattern and ensure tariffs lead to higher consumer prices as a result of additional cost on imported goods. He also disclosed that the federal government is planning to invest 6 billion naira to deploy 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable to expand the country's capacity from 35,000 kilometers to 125,000 kilometers. Co-Chairman Senate Committee on Communication Shuaib Salisu stressed the need to review the 2025 proposed budget of the ministry to enable it to deliver its mandate effectively and efficiently.
Part of the development, I think the hike is also based on inflation globally. This is a sector that has not increased price for a long time. In fact, what government has been doing is managing the situation. The companies have been crying out for a long time that they're struggling. The cost of diesel, you can imagine how much they bought diesel last year and how much it's going for this year. And this is not a problem that is unique to Nigeria. But what we've done with them is saying that telecommunication services are now extremely important to our people. So it's not something you can just increase price haphazardly. But also, how do we support them to ensure that these companies continue to stay sustainable? This is a sector that employs about 15,000 people directly, the employees of these MNOs. But also indirectly, I think there's about 500,000 people working in the sector, whether those that are selling recharge cards or any of those services. We have to make sure that the sector continues to stay sustainable. But at the same time, we don't want to inflict pain on Nigerians. So they were claiming for 100% increase in tariff. I think, as you can see from what NCC released yesterday, we had a lot of back and forth. They've been talking about since even before we were appointed. The first time I met them almost 16, 17 months ago, it was the same thing they were talking about. But now I think we've set it at about 50% to ensure that they can find ways to stay sustainable, but also the price hike is not significant to the point where it becomes painful for our people.